worked the case, to give closure to the family members who are still around, and to make sure that this individual is held accountable for his actions. June 30th, 1973, 19-year-old Lynn Seethaler and 19-year-old Janice Pietropola were on summer vacation. They're from Pennsylvania, from the Pittsburgh area. They were found slain, a brutal homicide in a cottage located at 10th Street and Atlantic Avenue. Investigators went to the scene. They worked as many leads as they possibly could. Eventually, the case turned cold. For 45 years, Virginia Beach police detectives remained committed to this investigation and to all cold case investigations. They diligently followed up on a number of leads and continually resubmitted evidence as technology advanced. In their effort was to bring justice to the victims, to the families, and to hold the perpetrator accountable. In the fall of 2018, the Cold Case Investigative Unit, in concert with the Office of the Commonwealth Attorney, aggressively researched a very strong lead in the case. April 8, 2019, with the assistance of the New York City Police Department, and I want to give a special thanks to those detectives in New York City and to Commissioner Jim O'Neill and his men and women. They were able to locate Ernest Broadnax. He was arrested on 2 counts of second-degree murder and 1 count of rape. The resolution to these cases would not have occurred without the strong working relationship we have with the Commonwealth Attorney, Colin Stolley, his staff, with the assistance of many of the law enforcement agencies that we contacted over the 45 years, especially NYPD. We usually don't comment on pending criminal cases. Therefore, as I said earlier, there may be some things I will not be able to answer. Since 2015, this is the 4th cold case homicide that has been cleared by arrest. Additionally, our cold case investigators have cleared 9 rape cases dating back to the early 1980s. These are not easy cases to clear. It's dogged investigative techniques and it's advancements in technology that we see today. I want to remind everyone there are still many other victims who deserve justice. Their families deserve closure. So we encourage anyone with information to step forward and to contact us, especially through the Virginia Beach Crime Solvers, 188-LOCK-YOU-UP. Questions? I'll tell you what, let's do this. We'll do it logically like we do sometimes. So we'll start at the far right. My far right, I'll work my way left, okay?
Have you notified the victims' families, and if so, what was your reaction?
We did notify the victims' families, and obviously they've got closure. So for any victim's family, there's a sense of closure. There's a sense that we reopen a certain wound, and we're working with the families as we go through the case.
What's your message just to the detectives who have retired and didn't get to solve this case? What do you think this moment is like for them?
We've contacted them personally. I will let you know that I came on the police department in 1978. Those detectives were all sergeants. I worked for many of them during that time. So it was kind of really personally satisfying to be able to contact the detectives who worked the case, and they knew ahead of time. They were elated that we're able to bring this case to resolve. You know, these detectives here take a lot of this personal. They take it home with them, they live with them, and when they retire, they say, what's the one thing you wish? I wish I could have solved. Yes, sir.
What led to the breakthrough here in this case? What kind of technology?
I'm just going to say at this moment, an advancement in the technology that wasn't available X number of years ago. Most of the technology, as you know, that's been coming online wasn't available 10 years ago.
DNA?
I will hold off on that until we get to court.
Can you talk about where that tip came in? Or, I mean, you said a strong lead. I mean, what was that from evidence? You said resubmitting evidence, or was it somebody called in and said something?
It was a continual resubmission of evidence that we do on a periodic basis for all of our cases. Again, technology keeps increasing. We're able to resubmit certain pieces of evidence, but once we get information back on evidence, that's great for a case. Then the detectives have to hit the ground again and take that piece of evidence, connect it where they need to connect it in order to get the probable cause in our court system to get the arrest warrants, which they were able to do for this individual.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Where can we say where this individual was arrested? At his home, somewhere public, or?
we just know it was in New York City. I don't know if it was in his house or outside. But again, with the assistance of the NYPD, we're able to effectively arrest him and book him in New York.
You mentioned fourth cold case homicide since 2015, I believe
Yes.
you said. Does this one have, in 45 years ago, is it older than most we've seen here? Is this a longer time frame this has been working on? Any kind of context for other cold cases?
Yes, this is one of our oldest cases. We've had a number of sexual assault cases, rape cases that date back to the 1980s, and we're able to clear those also. So again, it's through that advancement of technology, the fact that all the evidence is properly secured at the scene, properly documented, and we're able to move forward with those pieces of evidence. And then the third piece is when a lead comes in, it's the dogged determination of these detectives to clear those cases. Yes,
Is there
sir.
any indication right now that the suspect is connected to any other cases? I know that there's a number of unsolved homicides at the Oceanfront involving women around that same time period.
We will continue to work through this investigation. If that comes about, you'll know about it. Okay. Last one.
Is this the oldest that's been solved?
Yes, this is the oldest cold case that's been solved.
Is there any indication that the suspect knew the victims at all? Is this a random act?
And again, I will hold that for court, and then that's an evidentiary. And I invite everybody to attend all the court hearings that we're going to have.
Do we know when that will be?
I do not. You know, there's a procedure in our criminal justice system. The individual is given all the rights, and we want that to happen. We want this system to play out exactly as it should, because we're very confident of the final end result of this.
This individual is set to be extradited back here to Virginia,
Yes.
correct? Do you have any time frame on
I
that?
do not.
He has waived extradition, correct?
I am not sure if he has. I'll hold off on that. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Because with the investigators who work these cases, they take these very seriously.
So maybe not particular this case, but they work.
All of them. These are the folks that, when the blue suits leave, everyone wants to take over.
Whatever is better for them. I can do it here. If they want for my purposes, we can do it there.
Oh, perfect. Hey, yeah.
Over the course of time to see it.
Hey, Kathy.
Hey, good to see you.
Good to see you too.